If you're new to this channel, my name's Jenny, I'm 39, and 18 months ago I was diagnosed with breast cancer. It was in my right breast, lymph nodes and in my lungs. And I've been documenting my journey since the beginning. So we're now up to chapter 6, and I am pleased to announce that I have some positive news, so stay tuned for that. And I also invested in a hyperbaric oxygen chamber, so I'll talk a little bit more into that. I am very excited to be a guinea pig and hopefully see some really positive results with that therapy. So thanks for being here, and enjoy. Done a little shake up with my supplement protocol, and I'm currently taking quite a lot. That's my middle of the day, that's my evening, and that's my morning. I don't know how many pills in there. I reckon that's close to 40 pills a day. Whoa, so many. What do you reckon, Bill? Have you been my helper?
Yep.
Yeah, good job. Just chilling at the beach, celebrating my last day of being 38. It's my 39th birthday tomorrow, and I am just hanging around waiting to pick up my wascally Wanda. It's my best mate from primary school is coming up to visit for a week. So best birthday gift ever. Just enjoying down here. There's a couple just did a drag net around here and got a big school of fish and cleaned up on about 20 fish, so they did all right. Magic day. Yeah, well, so the day after my birthday, my brand new hyperbaric oxygen chamber arrived in the mail from China. When I sold my house and we decided to downsize, I was able to fortunately invest in one of these machines. So with hyperbaric oxygen chambers, you can get soft chambers and hard chambers. So the soft chambers generally go up to a pressure of 1.3 atmospheric pressures, but the hard chambers, or the one in particular that I bought, can go up to 2 atmospheric pressures, so it can just handle a little bit more pressure. Whenever I'm having a bit of trouble sleeping or I'm a little bit restless, my go-to tea is the blue lotus flower tea. It is got sedative properties, but it's also really helpful for meditations, and you get really insightful dreams. So yeah, if you can get access to blue lotus flower tea, highly recommend. Morning, everyone. I'm down in Wandi, down in Perth, about to get a PET scan this morning. I don't really like CT scans. They don't really show up cancer as well as a PET scan in my situation anyway. So I've requested to come down to Perth to get a PET scan, which I'll do today. I haven't been filming much lately because I've got a lot of personal stuff going on and I just have not been in the mood to cry and be a mess on film. So yeah, PET scan today, and then straight after my PET scan I've got a dentist appointment, and I have to get signed off on I think it's called denosumab, or it's a injection to help with bone strength, because I've obviously got cancer in my bone. I am more susceptible of getting fractures in my bones. So this injection helps strengthen the bones and reduce my risk of fractures. So go to the dentist. I think I have to get a little filling in one of my teeth, and they'll sign me off on that. The reason being is that injection, there is a very rare chance that it can cause some kind of issue with your jaw. I can't remember exactly what it is, but you basically need to make sure you've got no infections and like you're very low risk to have any issues with the jaw and teeth, as a rare side effect complication from the injection. So I am at the Midwest Cancer Centre. I'm about to go get my PET scan results and start my immunotherapy treatment. Wish me luck. Hi, so I just I'm a bit early for my appointment. I'm about to get an MRI on my brain, which is just a 3-monthly check on this artifact that they found 3 months ago in my brain. They're not too sure what it was, but they just want to keep an eye on it, make sure it's not growing or changing. And then I have a echocardiogram, which is basically an ultrasound of my heart, to make sure that's clicking away nicely. Obviously immunotherapy can cause the body to go into like an immunosuppressed overdrive, and it can affect the heart. So yeah, those 2 appointments today. I had treatment yesterday with my immunotherapy, and I saw my oncologist and got my PET scan results report. I was like celebrating, super happy. I am super happy. The oncologist gave me nothing as far as emotions. He was just like, things are looking better. It didn't really have a lot to say. So I was like, oh, thanks, mate. Thanks for really celebrating the wins with me. So good news is, let's start with the bad news. The bad news is there's still a spot on my lung that hasn't gotten any better, and it's still showing up quite as quite like FDG avid, which is like the tracer uptake is still quite strong, so it's obviously pretty active still. And there is a tiny little mild spot, so mild uptake between my 3rd rib and where it meets my sternum in my chest. It's a tiny little spot there that's still a little bit active. Otherwise, there is no cancer in the rest of the spots in my lungs have cleared up. There is no cancer in my skeleton. So my L3, my sternum, my ribs, my T3, T4, where there was cancer, no longer cancer. The left breast is completely clear, and the left lymph nodes are completely clear. And the right breast and the right axillary towel is pretty much clear. There's a very, very low level amount of activity with the tracer in the right breast, but highly likely just inflammation because it is still very inflamed. So stoked with that, and all these other little spots that were popping up have all cleared. So yeah, I'm absolutely wrapped. It's you know, obviously the results that I was hoping for, but I actually was thinking that's probably, you know, at least a year away before I'd start to see that kind of change. So I'm absolutely thrilled. I only have like a couple of little bits that I really need to, yeah, focus on now, and then I'm almost on the home stretch. Obviously things can go up and down and change, but you got to take these wins when you get them. I'm just absolutely wrapped, and the timing is perfect because tomorrow I'm going to head up to Exmouth, where I used to live a few years ago for nearly 9 years, taking the kids up there and having about a 10-day break. So yes, hallelujah, I can finally relax and really enjoy that holiday, because it's been a really stressful few months mentally. And yeah, I deserve a break. So looking forward to that. And yeah, stoked. You know, this is why you never lose hope, even though I've been making these videos and putting them up for the last 18 months and not really sure what the outcome was going to be. So yeah, stoked to be able to share that there is hope and your body will heal from cancer. Just keep going, hang in there, never give up. So I think I showed you this image last episode, but just in case you haven't seen that, this was a PET scan taken in June 2025. So all these black spots that take up the radioactive tracer shows up cancer. However, this black spot in my brain is taking up all the tracer, but that's not actually cancer. These are my kidneys either side here. That is just processing the tracer, and that's going into my bladder. So my bladder, my kidneys, and my brain is cancer free. However, all these spots here are all cancer, which is in my breast, my lymph, my sternum, my ribs, my T3 and 4, and down here in my L3 in my spine. So pretty confronting. And then if I flick over to the PET scan that I just had in November, dun, 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 pretty much almost clear. Absolutely incredible. That's just once again the brain and the kidneys and the bladder just processing the radioactive tracer. And there is no active cancer anywhere except for this tiny little spot here and this tiny little spot here. So one of them is somewhere in between my ribs and sternum, and the other one is in my lung. So this little one in my lung I think has been stubborn one from the beginning. So yeah, absolutely thrilled with that. That's a wrap for this episode. Thanks again for watching and all your support. I really appreciate it. I'm off to go enjoy my holiday up north in Exmouth. Bye.